Hey everybody, it's Steven GetMoneyMyrick here. 2020 is coming to a close, and that means it's time for the New Year's event in Idle Heroes. This year, we're getting a Prophet Summon prize, and the big prize for this is you get a Nosuke. Nosuke is awesome. I hope you all have Prophet Orbs saved, because doing loops for him will be wonderful. He is very strong in the Realms Gates, which I'm smashing right now. Don't be like me. I've already got my treasure, so I'm okay. I've got my cavern treasure. But what he's specifically good at is clearing the bosses in Realms Gate. So that's an area where I struggle for sure. When I'm doing Realms Gate, I can farm 37, 38, but I actually have to drop my difficulty down to around like 28 or so just to safely clear all the bosses in Realms Gate. And it'll be really nice to have a very strong hero for completing that. I've seen videos of him clearing 60 with the right equipment and artifacts. The way his abilities work is he can become extremely tanky and do a ton of damage. On top of that, if you're a new player, Nosuke is probably the best hero, in my opinion, other than maybe Tix, that you can be going for. So one of the reasons Nosuke is one of the best heroes you can be getting as a new player is because of how easily he can clear Seal Land. At E5, I've seen a video of him completing it with just 3-star support. That ability to knock out a Seal Land 20 and get a lot of resources for 4-star materials is huge. It's also just going to be very strong in a lot of PvE modes. And like I said, in the Realms Gate, very strong as well. So he's up there. The other character you'd be looking at is Tix. And so that's why I had that clickbaity thumbnail of, what hero should you pick when you're Prophet Orbing? So if you've been playing this game for a while, you know that a very common thing is new players always asking, where should I summon? Where should I summon? Where should I spend my orbs? And we always say, spend them where you need the food. So if you're a very new player and you're building a Horus, or if you're building a Tix, or if you're building a Nosuke, you want to be putting those Prophet Orbs where that single hero you're building is, because that's going to give you the food to help you develop them and make them stronger. When you get to my level, you really don't need any food in a particular faction. And so reality is you might as well go for the hero that you need and put the orbs in there. And when you're really into the level and really into the dirt and grind like me, you actually need to kind of be aware of how many 3-stars you have, because Prophet Orb events don't give you 3 stars. And if you save all your heroic summon scrolls, you're actually light on 3 stars. And if you're doing altar events and you're cashing your 3 stars for, elite heroes, you can run out of 3-star heroes pretty quickly. So I've actually found, that's a consideration for me sometimes of where I'm putting my Prophet Orbs. But let's entertain the idea that you're just going to go for the hero you want. And I laid out 3 choices in the thumbnail of Tix, Rogan, and a Nosuke. The other hero I would kind of throw in there is Ignis. And the reason Ignis and Tix are in there are specifically because of the Void. And Tix because of Aspen Dungeon. If you already have cleared a Seal Land 20, and if you don't have a Tix, Tix is such an important character to be going for. So even though the odds of getting him from Prophet Orbs are not high, any chance you can get are just going to boost your odds. You can also do branch swaps for Tix, and you might as well have some fun, see if you can get him. He's also extremely powerful in the Void. He's very, very powerful in Tower of Oblivion. You just want a Tix copy. So if you don't have a Tix, in my opinion, you should be going for Tix. And then Nosuke and Rogan. Nosuke is who I'll probably go for because, again, for the Void, and also because I need the lockdown Seal Land 20 Fortress. Like we've talked about, it's the last one I need. I'm at 19 out of 20. That 119 out of 20 is killing me. So I'll be going for Nosuke. Ignis is actually just very strong in the Void, the ability to give your Tix more energy, to give your other heroes more energy. When you're really trying to push as high as you can in the Void Vortex, Ignis can be very powerful. So if you're near in-game and you don't have an Ignis yet, that could be somebody you look at getting. And then Rogan is the best PvP character you can get from the non-Light Dark factions. Force Seas did come out, and he kind of invalidates Rogan a little bit. But if you're at my level or even lower, having a Rogan on your team is very helpful in PvP. He's also real helpful in PvE because he's going to be boosting your damage and helping your heroes. And specifically, I made a chart that we can look at to get an idea of what we'll expect. Basically, your odds of getting a 5-star from either light, non-light and dark, or light and dark are going to be about 40% per PO, which means that on 80 PO loops, you're going to get, on average, around 33 5-stars. The differences here, I think, are due more to rounding error, and I bet they're actually supposed to be equivalent. So that's a lot of food. That's a healthy amount of food. And if you're doing 4 loops, you're basically going to be getting enough food for 2 10-stars, which is awesome. But I did want to show in here the odds of getting an elite faction hero for Prophet Orbs are 1 in 71 Prophet Orbs for a non-light dark, and it's 1 in 505. So that's why when people ask, where should I orb, we always say don't do light dark, because if you're trying to get that carry copy, if you're trying to get that Russell copy, the odds that you get that copy are so extremely low that it's not even worth putting the resources in it. Now, if you're out of food and you need to build those heroes, then it's an okay spot to orb. It's just don't go into it expecting to get the carry or get the Russell. Meanwhile, 1 in 71 here for the non-light dark. That means that if you're doing 4 loops, you're going to get on average 4 elite heroes. The issue is that what they consider an elite hero, for example, is Jara, is Karmith, is Ice Troll, is Bloodblade. So the odds that you even get the specific elite hero you want are still very, very low. That's why the general advice is go where you need the food. My advice is go where you have the 3 stars. But if you're good, you're all set, pick the hero you're going for, try and pull them, and get the branches. And do the branch swaps in order to try and get the hero you need. Honestly, if you get 1 or 2 copies of the hero you want, that is in 4 loops, that is honestly a great Prophet Orb event, and you should be very excited and very happy about that. The other really, really cool thing about this event is that they are going to be giving out a Staff Punisher of the Immortal. If you don't know what this is, it is a pay-to-win artifact that is extremely good at dishing out damage, and specifically is extremely strong on ticks. I was able to clear Death 100 using just the base version of the Staff Punisher on ticks. With a 1-star glittery Staff Punisher, it's even easier. In the Void, doing that extra damage is just huge. So while Christmas was kind of a fail as far as our ability to get some good artifacts, this Prophet Orb event is really solid. It's one of the best Prophet Orb events we've done in a while, I believe. I definitely recommend trying to do as many loops as you can. I think it will really pay off for you in the long run. And I just hope everybody gets some good summons out there. Our next video, we'll be doing some summons. I have a buddy of mine that he might let me use his account, and we'll do some summons on his as well. We'll see what kind of luck we get. But just excited to honestly just get this food, get those extra 10 stars of food that we can build in Osuke. We can imprint some of our Void heroes. It'll just be awesome. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope you all are too. And I will see you in 2021. We'll be drinking margaritas or something while we do Prophet Orbs. So I'll see y'all later. Bye.